Hi everyone, welcome to my craft room. Yvonne here. Today we're going to make this pretty card and let do all the designer series paper. Let it do all the work for you. And apologize for the jiggling around. My cat Turbo my cat Tigger is helping me out today. So the card is going to be made with the designer series paper, Beauty of Tomorrow, stamp set and dies, the gold vellum. So let's get cracking. We're going to use a sheet of this designer series paper. It's a 12 by 12. So you can get 6 cards out of this actually if you. So what you do is you cut down the 6 inches across here and then cut 4. So that would give you 3 on each side. Okay, so for this card, I'm going to use early espresso on the card front, and oh dear, Tigger. So if you're just wondering who my assistant is, there's my Tigger, and the trick is I can't, if I close the craft door, he just sits on the other side and meows. So I try to carry on and keep calm, as they say. Oh, take off. He's walking across my keyboard. Okay. Oh, geez. Okay, so here's what you're going to need. Very vanilla cardstock, 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. And I'll have all dimensions and everything down below for you. Early espresso, 4 1/4 by 5.5. That's going to cover the full page. And then the designer series paper, 4 inches across by 5 1/4. And when I trimmed this off after cutting the 6 inches, I took it off the top so that I wouldn't lose so much of this at the bottom. Okay, and this piece I've got left over, I'm going to put on the inside. And for the stamp, the thanks, I believe this is 1 inch wide by 4 inches. And then a piece of the gold Shimmer Vellum, 3/4 inch. And I made it that thick so I had something to glue on that you're going to put on the bottom. Okay, so let's get started. I'm going to start by gluing this on. Oh boy, my Tombo's getting low. And it's been sitting for a while. Okay, I'm going to start. Okay, going to start by gluing the Tombow, or putting Tombow on the back. I'll show you what I found really handy. It's a little crystal pansy vase, I think. Put this in there like that. Works great, so I don't have to unscrew the top every time. Really like it. It works great. Okay. And if you're a trimmer, can you see this? I got a bit of a fuzzy edge going on there. Just run it with your fingernail and take that off. I need a new blade for my trimmer. That's what's happening. Okay, so that's the card front, the card face. Now to stamp this, I'm going to use the Versamark, and I'm using Thanks from the Biggest Wish stamp set. And I'm going to heat emboss it with gold powder. take a scrap of paper to put your powder on so it doesn't spread everywhere. And I guess, oops, start this again. Okay. I'll line this up with a Versamark. Okay, and with a scrap of paper underneath my little tub of gold embossing powder here. And this cardstock is early Espresso, by the way, if I didn't mention that. Okay. Take that out of the way. Okay. Okay, so now we'll take this gold strip and the vellum vellum does not absorb water-based glue very well, so you're better off with a stamp and seal or something like that. Okay, now I also, just for fun, I took the early Espresso stamp set, and see this stamp, it matches the paper, and I just stamped that on the edge. Okay, and comes off the vellum part. You can't see that. I should have stamped it before I glued the gold on. Okay, so then this is really a simple card. It's a really quick one. So if you wanted to mass make a whole bunch of these, you could do all your cutting designer paper and end up with 6 cards off that one sheet. Okay, so put this about there and put this on the cardstock.
It's 5 o'clock.
Oops, a little crooked. See if I can slide that over a bit. Pretty good. That looks great. Okay, so there is a gorgeous card. And you could stamp something inside, leave it so you can write a nice long note. Oh yeah, and I'll take that last 4-inch strip. I'm just going to put it down here at the base just because it looks really nice. So you know I said that I put this in this little, every time I lift it out, the lid comes with it now. Just because it wasn't doing that before. Okay. Voila, there's your first card using that gorgeous paper. So there's a really quick, elegant looking card. You can make this into a birthday card. It's really nice looking card. And you can quickly make half a dozen of these off that one designer sheet, one 12 by 12 designer series sheet of paper. Okay, thanks for coming to my craft room, and I'll have another video coming very quickly on another card design using this exact same paper, so stay tuned. Bye for now. Thanks for coming to my craft room.